I'm not familiar to. You'd have to give me the context.
Well, it's right here. You want to look at the statement from President Trump's legal team?
Anybody could blow up a quote and claim it says something, and that's what you're doing in a little stunt.
Secretary Hegseth, what I'm really concerned about is you purport to have unfaltering loyalty to President Trump, and yet you are continuously going.
Oh, you care a lot about President Trump, don't you?
You are going behind his back.
A huge waste of your 5 minutes.
A huge
waste of your 5 minutes that led nowhere.
I reclaim my time. You are repeatedly going behind the president's
gentleman from Colorado's time.
Before Pete Hegseth became Secretary of Defense, he made loyalty to Donald Trump the centerpiece of his public identity. He said it repeatedly. He built his entire confirmation case around it. Then Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado started asking questions about Timothy Parlatore, Hegseth's personal attorney, Trump's campaign attorney, the man Hegseth commissioned as a Navy commander in March 2025, bypassing the White House Presidential Personnel Office, bypassing Senate confirmation, and appointing him as a senior advisor with a desk in the Pentagon. The same man who, according to the record Crow had in front of him, was accused by President Trump's own legal team of lying and removed from a White House investigation. Crow walked in today and asked a simple question. How exactly does that demonstrate loyalty to the president?
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Secretary, I want to go in a little bit different direction. Timothy Parlatore served as your private attorney, correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Parlatore also served as private attorney for President Trump's campaign, correct?
I'm not privy to every professional position that he's held.
Well, I'll help you out. He did. And you appointed Mr. Parlatore as your senior advisor, correct?
He does reserve duty on behalf of the Navy.
His title is senior advisor. You gave him that title, correct?
And I would count him as very much an advisor of mine.
Yep, he travels with you, correct?
Tim Parlatore has been a long-term friend. He's a great patriot.
He travels with you. That's not what I asked. I reclaim my time. He travels with you, doesn't he? He travels with you, doesn't he? Correct? There's public Instagram that shows this. Just say yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay. He sits in meetings with you and advises you, doesn't he?
He sits in some meetings on occasion.
Yeah, well, he maintains a desk in an office in the Pentagon, does he not?
I'd have to check.
You don't know?
It's a big Pentagon.
You directly commissioned Mr. Parlatore in the Naval Reserve as a Navy commander in March 2025, did you not?
I was very proud to do so.
And when you did, because he's a Navy Reserve officer, he didn't have to go through the PPO process, the White House Presidential Personnel Office, right? He wasn't vetted by a White House PPO.
Uniformed service members don't get vetted by
The answer is yes. He didn't have to be vetted by a White House PPO. He didn't go through the Senate confirmation process either, did he? The answer is no.
I don't know what you're getting to, but Tim is a fantastic.
I'll tell you what I'm getting to. The answer is no, right?
He does great work.
Okay. He didn't maintain a security clearance when you appointed him as special advisor. Is that right?
I'd have to check.
You don't know?
I mean, anybody that has access to sensitive material is going to have the appropriate clearance.
Okay, so when you appointed him as special advisor, he had a security clearance?
You're trying to piece together a timeline.
No, I'm asking a simple question. One of your special, most sensitive advisors, did he have a security clearance?
No, you're playing a gotcha game like you do on TV and everywhere else. You're trying to thread together details that are connected about something else.
Clearly, you're concerned about my line of questioning, aren't you, Mr. Secretary? Because you know where it's going, don't you? I think you do. So, does Mr. Parlatore represent foreign governments? He has a private law practice, does he not?
From what I understand of his law practice, he does a lot of great work for service members in the military and other.
He maintains a private law practice. Does he represent foreign governments or foreign persons in that private law practice?
I don't know.
You don't know. Somebody who's sitting in your meetings, a special advisor, you don't know. Does he represent any senior officers who are currently under consideration for promotion by you or your office?
The only person that makes determinations about senior officers is me.
Answer the question. Does he represent senior officers who are under consideration for promotion by you?
No, I'm the one that makes decisions about choosing.
Does he represent them, Mr. Secretary? Does he represent them?
He doesn't represent anyone. He's a legal advisor and always has been.
But he has clients, does he not?
He's a legal advisor to me on reserve duty, and he always has been, and he does a fantastic job.
Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was removed? I reclaim my time. Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was removed from an investigation by the White House last year?
I don't know what you're referring to, but not that I'm aware of.
You're not aware of it. Was it true that you were also removed from that same investigation? The answer is yes.
No, not that I'm aware of.
You're not aware of it. That's interesting. Well, is it true that Mr. Parlatore disparaged President Trump?
I don't know what you're referring to, but no.
Is it true that Mr. Parlatore was accused by President Trump and his lawyers of lying?
What you're accused of is a cute line of questioning that's going nowhere.
Well, it's going somewhere, which is why you're not answering the question. Was it true that he was accused of lying by the president's legal team?
I'm not familiar to. You'd have to give me the context.
Well, it's right here. You want to look at the statement from President Trump's legal team?
Anybody can blow up a quote and claim it says something, and that's what you're doing in a little stunt.
Secretary Hegseth, what I'm really concerned about is you purport to have unfaltering loyalty to President Trump, and yet you are continuously going...
Oh, you care a lot about President Trump, don't you?
You are going behind his back.
This is a cute waste of your 5 minutes.
Appointing
a
people.
Huge, cute waste of your 5 minutes that led nowhere.
I reclaim my time. You are repeatedly going behind the president's back.
Gentleman from Colorado's time. Go ahead, Mr. Crow.
You are repeatedly going behind President Trump's back, appointing people who he is accused of lying, who the White House is accused of lying.
Gentleman's time's expired.
And you are not being honest with President Trump.
The Parlatore appointment is a specific and documentable sequence. Hegseth appointed his personal attorney as a senior advisor. He commissioned him as a Navy commander, which bypassed the White House Presidential Personnel Office vetting process. He did not go through Senate confirmation. Hegseth confirmed all of that. What he could not confirm was whether Parlatore had a security clearance at the time of his appointment, whether Parlatore represents foreign governments in his private law practice, and whether Parlatore represents senior officers currently under consideration for promotion by Hegseth's own office. The man sitting in Pentagon meetings, traveling with the secretary, maintaining a desk in the building, Hegseth did not know the answers to basic questions about him. There is also the question of what Crow had in front of him, a statement from President Trump's own legal team accusing Parlatore of lying, a report that Parlatore was removed from a White House investigation, a report that Hegseth was removed from that same investigation. Hegseth said he was not aware of any of it, not familiar with it, would need to see the details. The Secretary of Defense, asked about his closest advisor's removal from a White House investigation and accusations of lying made by the president's own lawyers, said he was not aware of it. The loyalty question is worth returning to. Hegseth has presented himself throughout this confirmation process, and his tenure as someone whose defining qualification is his unfaltering loyalty to Donald Trump. Crow's line of questioning put a specific set of facts against that claim. Hegseth appointed a man Trump's own legal team accused of lying. He gave that man a Pentagon desk, a military commission, and access to sensitive meetings, all without White House vetting. Crow said Hegseth was repeatedly going behind President Trump's back. Hegseth called it a waste of 5 minutes. What Hegseth said about loyalty before he had the authority to act on it is now part of the record of what he did when nobody was checking the appointments. Subscribe and turn on notifications. The hearing files covers the record, not just the loyalty. He said his loyalty to President Trump was unfaltering, then could not explain why Trump's own lawyers accused his closest advisor of lying. That was the answer.